Many years ago, my father and my mother met. They got married. They had 8 children. And so it was a family of 10. We used to all sit together and laugh, play. And one by one, they began to die. So the family of 10 over the years has shrunk now to a family of 2. I buried 8 of them. 2 of them were buried in the same month in 2013, October of 2013. And I began to ask God, why will you let all of them die? What are you doing? Why are you letting me go through this kind of pain? Why am I just burying people? And God said to me, have you taken note of what killed them all? Except for my mom and the youngest one who died at the age of 9, all of the others died from the same cause or of the same cause. And God said to me, what killed them? I said, Lord, it was addiction. And he said, have you not noticed that their children were beginning to be addicted to just like the fathers? My immediate senior sister ran away from home when she was 16. She got pregnant and had a child. The man threw her away, so my dad took her with the child. The child grew up in our house. She bears my father's name. And when she was 16, I got a phone call. Mommy, we cannot find her. I said, you say what? We can't find her. She has run away. At 16. I gave people money, look for her wherever she is in this country. Let me tell you where they found her. Gombe. I beg. When they are calling cities in Nigeria, do you ever remember Gombe? I'm sorry if you are from Gombe, forgive me, but Gombe is where they found her. I said, bring her to me in Port Harcourt. And I said to her, why did you run away? She said, Mommy, I don't know. Something was just telling me, run. So the enemy was attempting to establish a pattern in the family of girls running away at 16 to go get pregnant. And God said to me, don't you see the beginnings of the same things that ate up your siblings is happening with the children? He said, because they were looking at a broken model. I want them to see a model that is different. That's why I have permitted their parents to go so they can come to you. 14 of them came to me. And today I'm watching them one by one turning to Jesus. One by one, being passionate about church, going to look for God. You know, Auntie Aoshika said something in the morning. She said that if God sees that giving you money is going to take you away, he will allow you to be poor. Just so that he will fulfill his purpose of wanting to save you. God allowed my siblings to go so their children will not be under the cloud of addictions. And so while I was busy asking the questions, what's going on? What's going on? My first son took off on a tangent. Addiction. That's when I began to ask questions. Thriving is a function of the kinds of questions you ask. Yesterday, Auntie Aoshika took us through some series of questions. Ask yourself. I said, Lord, what is this thing? Because I didn't know it had a name. I didn't know you could do anything about it. I didn't know there was a solution. All I knew was the shame, the pain, the anguish, the losses. And I found out it was called addiction. And God said to me, I said, Lord, there's nowhere to go. There's no place to run to. Where do people go with this? And God said, that's why I drew your attention to it. Because you have lived with it. Because you understand the ravages and the intricacies of addiction. I send you as a minister to that same system. That's why I run a drug rehab center today. So what am I saying? The challenges that come at you are in proportion, first of all, to the respect God has for you.